Good morning.
Good morning.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. I am Madame Esmeralda, your otherworldly ambassador. And we shall start our special Halloween service with Madame Sheila.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Sheila Doles. My pronouns are she and her, and I am your assistant witch for today. Our minister, Reverend William Levewood, affectionately known as Rev Lev, is here most Sundays, but today is a special Halloween service led by our pagan group, Sacred Wheel. As we begin our service, I invite you to silence your phone, close other windows on your computer, take a deep breath, and center yourself for worship. We open and welcome to the ancestral people of this land, acknowledging that our church, like Olive Burke, rests on the unceded territory of the Manahoac tribe of the Great Sioux Nation. We seek healing and the realization of justice with the people of this land, and so we invite their ancestors and spirits to our service today, that we may honor them at this, the turning of the year. Likewise, we honor the spirits of the descendants of the Manahoac, the Monacan Indian Nation, the Patawomac Indian Nation, and the Piscataway Indian Nation, in the hope that we may all move toward full justice. Blessed be all.
Blessed be all.
As I said before, welcome to Accotink Unitarian Universalist Church. I am still Madame Esmeralda, your otherworldly ambassador, and I'm delighted to be here with you today to explain why October is the favorite time of year for us otherworld travelers. On to the particulars. Accotink UU Church is a welcoming and inclusive community that seeks to create a more just and compassionate world. If you are new to Accotink, our local ambassadors will seek you out to chat with you after our celebration. So don't fly away without talking to them. And of course, no matter how long you've been part of Accotink, please do stay afterward for our Halloween trunk or treat and potluck. Welcome and a happy Halloween to all.
As we gather and honor our ancestors and beloved, we light a flame of sharing, a flame of ongoing life. In this time, we search for sweet memories and wisdom as we recall those who have gone before. We light this sign of our quest for ongoing meaning, beauty, and compassion. We also honor Vesta, goddess of the hearthfire, who is called by the lighting of this first flame. Welcome, Vesta.
Welcome, Vesta.
Spirit of life, of the divine spark that lives in all of us. We live our lives in the knowledge that pain and pleasure, sorrow and joy are a part of us. But we also know that when we share these events with each other, pain is easier to bear and joy is magnified. Let our community be our solace and our strength to buoy us up when we are down and to celebrate with us when we are up. Blessed be those who have shared today, and blessed be all. Blessed be all.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Dylan Stewart. My pronouns are he and him. And it is my otherworldly good fortune to explain Halloween. And its other name, spelled like Sam Hain, but it's pronounced Samhain. So what is it? Long ago, the Christian church wanted more members, so it set out to make November 1st a Christian holy holiday. They called the day All Saints' Day. And the evening before it was special because All Saints' Day was coming with the daylight. One word for a holy day is sacred, but an older word is hallowed. You might have heard of hallowed ground. There you go. So, there is the first half of Halloween. The second part, een, comes from the word evening. The night before the day, evening was shortened to een. And then In put the two together, and we got Halloween. But All Saints' Day did not come from nothing. It came from the pagan Samhain. What is that? The Celtic lands, especially Ireland, know that when someone dies, their soul lives on in what they call the Summerland, or Avalon, or the Isle of Apples. Pretty nicely. Or other names, like Tir Nanok and the Land of Youth, where they are restored to health and happiness. And for more than 4,000 years, this has been a time to remember and honor all those that we have loved who have passed on to the other side of life. Most of the year, the energies between that land and ours are separated by what we call the veil between the worlds. But at Samhain, the veil is very thin, and the souls of those who we love can cross over to visit us, and we them. If not in this gathering, then in our dreams. But not all who visit from the other world are our loved ones. There are spirits and boogies and mischief makers who can cross over too. What do we do about them? Why, we dress up to fool them. They can't trick us if they think we are one of theirs. Come to the mortal world for a spell. A world about violent and bloody decorations and movies at this time of year. No, this is literally a Hollywood invention and just isn't part of Samhain and never has been. One place that has never made this mistake is Mexico. The joyous celebration of the Dias de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, the Days of the Dead, they too welcome their ancestors with food and drink, and music and colorful decorations. And the similarities between these two ritual times are obvious and make perfect sense. So then, help us create a sacred space as we prepare to make our loved ones welcome.
And now, as our sweepers, sweep away all the negativity that has built up in this area. Oh, my dear, we all need to go in the same direction. Sorry. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Normally I would say go for it, but this is a rather special time, so we all go in the same direction. Now, while they are sweeping, I would like everyone to join in on a chant. It goes like this. Hoof and horn, all that die shall be reborn. Fruit and grain, all that fall shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that die shall be reborn. Fruit and grain, all that fall shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that die shall be reborn. Fruit and grain, all that fall shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that die shall be reborn. Fruit and grain, all that fall shall rise again. The circle is cast. Now, we invite the quarters.
Of earth, you cradle acorns and sleeping animals in your darkness until the spring. We invite you to share the mystery of Samhain with us. Join us as we celebrate our ancestors of blood, heart, and spirit. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met. And we have the east.
Spirits of the east, of air, of autumn winds rattling dry leaves, we invite you to share the mystery of Samhain with us. Join as we celebrate our ancestors of blood, heart, and spirit. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met. And we have the south.
Spirits of the south, of the fire, of the burning spark that lights our jack-o'-lanterns, We invite you to share the mystery of Samhain with us. Join us as we celebrate our ancestors of blood, heart, and spirit. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met. And finally, the West.
Spirits of the West, of water, of autumn rains lulling us on cool evenings, we invite you to share the mystery of sound with us. Join us as we celebrate our ancestors of blood, heart, and spirit. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met. And now we may continue on. Kat, if you would invite the goddess for us.
Mother Nature, Sister Moon, we ask you here today to show us the magic of this Samhain time. Let our loved ones who have passed beyond the veil come back to speak to us, if they wish, and enjoy our games and merriment. Keep us safe at this Samhain time, and let harmony reign. Blessed be.
Blessed be. And the God.
Green man, brother sun, we ask you here today to join us at the thinning of the veil between the worlds. Let our loved ones come back and share with us our revelry before they must depart again to Avalon and rest. Keep us safe at the Samhain time and let good will reign. Blessed be.
Blessed be. And finally,
Spirit of life, you who are beyond gender, beyond form, and who encompasses all, we ask you to join us today and at the thinning of the veil between the worlds. Let our loved ones come back and share with us our revelry before they must depart again for Avalon and their rest. Keep us safe at this Samhain time and let community reign. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Yes, I would not want to miss the opportunity to share the history of trick-or-treating. And what have I here? I see wonderful costumes out here today. I see trick-or-treaters of all ages. But how on earth did trick-or-treating begin? Well, you probably never really wondered how it started, just as long as you get candy. It's hard to say exactly how it started, but people called the Celts, who lived in Europe thousands of years ago, would disguise themselves, as Madame Esmeralda said, when the veil between the worlds is thin. The idea was to fool spirits and such that might cross into our world and cause mischief, and food and drink were left out as offerings. Centuries later, during the Middle Ages, people did something called mumming, which meant dressing up as ghosts and other creatures and going door to door, performing antics in exchange for something to eat. There was also a Christian version of this called souling, where people would go house to house, promising to pray for the souls of the dead in exchange for little buns called soul cakes. They'd recite little verses or sing, a soul cake, please good Mrs. A soul cake. I'd better leave the singing to Brad. Anyway, remember the Celts and their mischievous spirits? Well, all along, mummers and soulers and whatnot probably threatened homeowners with pranks if the homeowners didn't fork over the goodies. Centuries later, people descended from the Celts and their neighbors came to the U.S. and brought traces of these customs with them. Irish and Scottish communities revived the traditions of going house to house with a lot of emphasis on the pranks. But how did we come up with the phrase trick or treat? Well, it seems we have the Canadians to thank for that. Some newspapers from central Canada report the phrase in the 1920s and 30s, and from there it spread into the US. In Ireland, where dressing is called guising today, children say, help the Halloween party. And in Northwest Mexico, where trick-or-treating has recently caught on, children say, Queremos Halloween. Do any of you speak Spanish? What does Queremos Halloween mean? We want Halloween. But nowadays, candy isn't the only thing you can ask for when you go trick-or-treating. In 1953, UNICEF, which is a United Nations organization to help children, first conducted a campaign to raise funds with trick-or-treating. And we're going to continue that fine tradition right now. Brad, if you will, release the ghouls.
started the extortion round of our Halloween service. And as the little ghouls and goblins retreat downstairs to savor their goodies, Ed will now give us further instructions. And at this Samhain time, we honor all those who have passed over. Please be comfortable in your chairs. Close your eyes. And now, let us go to meet them in the other world. Where is your safe place? Is it in a meadow? Is it in your backyard? Is it a place you have not been to, but you know in your imagination? Go there now. Stand quietly and look around you. What is underneath your feet? Is it grass? Is it gravel? Is it a road? As you look around from your safe place, you realize there is a very tall tree, very wide, a little distance away. And now realize you are walking barefoot. Feel what's underneath your feet as you walk toward the tree. Take your time, but realize as you go forward, you are coming closer to that tree faster than you think that you would, because we are going to a place that is not a place in a time that is not time. When you come to the tree, you see that there is a door cut into the trunk. Open the door. What is inside? There is a passageway. Go through the door. Feel how cool it is inside the trunk of the tree, along the passageway. It's not dark. For some reason, the walls glow as you go through the passageway. Feel the solid wood under your feet as you go forward. And now you come around a bend and you see there is light around another door frame. Go around that bend in the cool with the glowing walls. Go forward. And when you come to that other doorway, open it and pass out into a sunlit meadow. There is a fresh breeze blowing through your hair, and you can feel the sun shining on your face. It's not hot. It has lovely warmth because you are now in Tir Nanog, the land of youth, the summer land, the Isle of Apples. Notice what is around. What do you hear? What is in this meadow? How tall is the grass? The sun is shining from directly overhead. but it's not hot. It's the perfect temperature. And as you look around, you realize there is a wood not too far away, a cluster of trees, different sizes, different ages. And as you look over that way, you begin to hear the tinkling of bells and laughter on the breeze. Take a moment to realize you are hearing and seeing our loved ones. They are still further away from us, over in that wood. Think now of who it is that you would like to see the most. As you hear the laughter, do you hear your loved one? Go toward the trees now, taking your time, going through the grass, up a little hill, down another one. Take your time. They are not going anywhere because they are happy where they are. As you see the figures darting in and out of the trees where they seem to be playing tag, realize they all look young and they look happy. Go closer and closer still. And now think of the one you wish to see, or maybe more than one, or maybe they don't have 2 legs, but 4. Call them with your mind and see if they will come to you. It is their choice. Now is the time. If there is something you did not get to say, the one last hug, this is that time. Now, while you are here in Avalon, who else has come to see you? Has a favorite pet come running up, yipping happily to see you again? But it is Samhain time. The tide continues on. This is the time to put your mind at rest. All who dwell here are restored. They are free from the troubles they experienced in life. And now They play happily in paradise. But we are still among the living. And it is time to wish them well and begin the journey back. Turn back around now, walking across the meadow. There stands the tree. Pause for one more moment before you enter the door. Feel the breeze in your hair one more time, the warmth of the sun, and go through the door. The wood underneath your feet is still solid. The walls still glow as you make your way back. Back along the passage. Finding the other door. Going through the door and coming back to your safe place. Take a moment to appreciate your safe place. Know that you can go back there whenever you need it. And that the tree will still be there. When you are ready, open your eyes and come back to Accotink on this, the day of our Samhain service.
Our reading is adapted from the book Halloween by Silver Ravenwolf.
From the dawn of your birth to the sunset of your death, we honor you.
From the works you completed to those left undone, we honor you.
From the seasons of your being through the cycle of your life, we honor you.
From your time beyond the veil till your return again, may the angels support you, may spirit surround you, may our healing love reach you.
From this moment until the end of time, so mote it be.
Thank you. And now, it is time to turn ourselves to happier moments. And we will begin by thanking the gods.
Mother Nature, Sister Moon, who looks down on us quietly in your journey across the night sky, we thank you for the blessings of this Samhain time. May all who go from this place have sweet dreams of their loved ones and remember the happiness of this day. Go if you must, stay if you will. Blessed be all.
Blessed be all.
Green man, brother sun, who travels now southward to shine on our partners down under, we thank you for the blessings of the Samhain time. Many of all those who visit us from the Isle of Apples be happy and kindly disposed towards us in the time of thinning of the veil. Go if you must, stay if you will. Blessed be all.
Blessed be all.
Spirit of life, you who are beyond gender, beyond form, and who encompasses all, we thank you for the blessings of this Samhain time. May all those who love, who have passed over, visit us in sweet dreams and know how much we love them. Go if you must, stay if you will. Blessed be all.
Blessed be all.
Spirits of north, of earth, cradling sleeping life in your secret depths, we thank you for your presence here. We thank you for sharing your strength through this dark half of the year. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirits of the east, of air, of the coming winds, we thank you for your presence here. We thank you as we gather safe inside in this dark half of the year. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirits of the south, of fire, home now of the receding sun, we thank you for your presence here. We thank you as you flame our jack-o'-lanterns in our hearths, lighting us in this dark half of the year. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirits of the west, of water, flowing through our dreams of beloved departed, we thank you for your presence here. We thank you for sharing your depths through this dark half of the year. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell. I pour the last offering for Vesta, keeper of the hearth. May our own hearth fires be warm and welcoming to those who will visit us at this Samhain time. Blessed be all.
Blessed be all. As we extinguish our chalice, we welcome winter, waning season. Now with the night, the new year comes. All who honor elder kinfolk dance the dead of earth to earthly drums. Souls respected, safeguard living, house will hold and hallow earth. Blessings be on those who bide here, and indeed on all of the earth.
I invite you now to rise in body or in spirit and join me in our community blessing. Please make one big enormous circle, and if you are comfortable doing so, take hands. If you prefer not to take hands, simply hold your hands out in front of you while together we say these words of David Bumbaugh. This church is dedicated to the proposition that behind all our differences and beneath all diversity, there is a unity that makes us one and binds us forever together in spite of time, death, the space between the stars. We pause now in silent witness to that unity.